special guest on The Fan needs a special venue. 300 gamer Paul Langmack. Welcome to The Fan. Again,
Vossy.
yeah, back by special request.
Oh,
By demand.
yeah, I'm getting old now. Twice, wow.
Well,
but you get goosebumps coming in here. I have great memories here of a kid coming to watch Parramatta win their first grand final. And we were just talking before, the old showground, I used to sell cornetto ice cream.
You were an ice cream seller. Let's start there. You're an ice cream seller.
Yeah, when I was probably...
the showground, amazing.
I was 10. Yeah. I used to catch the train on the Red Rattler, me and my mates, an hour from Cabramatta.
Yep.
And then walk from Central Station all the way, and then we used to sell ice creams. And I remember being on at Square League. Andy Roberts bowled a bouncer and David Hooks broke his jaw. Wow. And I was right there. I can still picture it now.
Seller. And then as a kid coming along to grand finals, you were part of the gang that would sleep outside the ground ready for grand final day?
Yeah, well, I was with Michael Cronin and Peter Sterling a couple of days ago, and I was telling them, I said, in 1981, because I grew up, I was a Parramatta junior, and me and all my mates, we caught the train, and so I was only 16. And
sleeping bag?
No.
I didn't do the sleep bag.
We toughed it out on the pavement.
Wow.
Yeah, and then we just slept on the road, or on the footpath, outside the gates. And we sat in the bob stand. Yeah. South Sydney won the third grade, Western Suburbs won the second grade, and Parramatta won the first grade. And I was only 16, and 2 years later, I'm playing against Mick Cronin, and in the final, when Eric Grove scored that great try.
Yeah, wow.
It's unbelievable.
Well, there is a reason we're here, because this year represents 40 years since 1984 Bulldogs grand final, your first one. You go from schoolboy football to this place, 1984 grand final. Canterbury, you're 19 years of age, grand final. Like, pinch me, mate. Do you remember that clearly?
I got goosebumps. Yeah, I got goosebumps. Seriously, I got I'm all tingly now. And when you're young, you're bulletproof, and you kind of don't really appreciate it because you just. And people might think you're arrogant or whatever. But you're just in the moment of growing up, and I played with the great Steve Mortimer and Terry. I used to watch them play, right? And Peter Kelly was there, and Chris Mortimer, because I used to defend on the left-hand side, and so did Chris. So it was quite funny. Chris was probably one of the toughest. I played with all tough guys, but he used to call me Langer, and if I wasn't going hard enough, he'd say, Langer, take your skirt off, or I'll show you how to whack them, right? And so he taught me about how to win, or he did. Okay, And I think you learn more from players than the coach, even though we had one of the best coaches ever, Warren Ryan, who didn't talk about processes. He showed you how to run in the gaps. He showed you how to tackle. And we knew what teams were going to do before they did it, because Warren, we'd watch videos and that, and it was just amazing, you know? Yeah,
so you go from, like, schoolboy, this incredible start to your career, really, and you had the longevity. You know, you're still playing. Actually, that's a stat. You played in the New South Wales Rugby League, you played in the ARL, and you played in the NRL. That's how long your career was, under the three banners. But in those first years, you know, it's grand final, grand final, grand final, miss a year, grand final, and you win 3 of them. Yeah. Like, do you feel blessed?
Yeah, like I said to you before, my first 6 years out of school, I played in 4 first-grade grand finals and a final in 6 years, you know. And I remember when we played in the footy stadium, the very first grand final in '88, when Phil Gill was the coach and he was only 29 years of age, he was younger than Steve Mortimer. Like, that's an achievement.
Yeah.
You mentioned Wayne Bennett coaching someone older than him.
Oh, my God.
But what I...
Yeah, I know.
But what I was getting at is... When we played Balmain in '88, when Ellery Hanley knocked himself out, right?
Hang on a sec, yes.
Was there a penalty? No. Did someone get sent off? No. But after the game, like I'm saying, like, you think you're bulletproof, and how good is this? Everyone, this is easy. And I said to Peter Moore on the field before we went out to get our medals, I said, Bullfrog, I want to win 5 more. I was fair dinkum. And he only said, you don't know how lucky you are, son. And I went to West in '91 and never played in a grand final.
That was it. So that was the last one. Do you have a favourite grand final, like one that you look back fond of from the wins, the '84, '85, '88?
No, they're all different.
No,
The first one's special. And 84, 85, it went down to the wire. It was 2 points, 1 point, right? So you had to go and you couldn't enjoy the last couple of minutes because it's still under the pump.
That. Yeah.
Where 88, it was 24-12. In the last 5 minutes, you're just soaking it up. They're not going to beat us and we knew we were going to win. Yeah. We were expected not to make the semis.
Yeah.
So they're all different. And I was older. I had more influence in 88 as a ball playing, where in 84, 85, I was just there to do my job, work hard, and, you know.
And then Tommy.
So...
was different.
Yeah, so I'll go to West, and Tommy was great, you know, and he taught me more about life than football, and that's not a criticism. You just wanted to kill for him. Wasn't much science to our game. Where Warren and Gus are very analytical and say, this bloke can't tackle, keep going at him.
Yeah.
Tommy was, bash the halfback and we'll win.
And emotion, playing on emotion, like famously you've told the story before. Was it the ox heart or a sheep's heart that was thrown around the bridge around West? Yeah.
He wanted to see that, and I thought, it was against North Sydney. I think he's going to make us eat it. It was a raw, and Jimmy Sararis was playing, and it was a Saturday game, and Jimmy looked at me and I looked at him, and he threw it to Jimmy. I went, don't eat it. And we just passed it along. But
it's covered in blood.
Yeah.
And you're passing it around. And the point of the exercise was?
Show me some heart. And yeah, the problem was, well, he went to the local butcher, right? And he pulled it out. It had a blood in there, in the plastic bag. He's got a long sleeve white shirt on, the coach. And so he's holding it up, the blood's going everywhere. And then...
but all your jerseys were splattered in blood when you went on.
Yeah. But he wanted that, you know.
Yeah, he wanted that. Right.
You wanted to kill for him. It was great, you know, and he kind of made me career even more excited. Yeah, because I achieved so much at Canterbury.
Yes.
And then I went to the next level of enjoyment.
Yeah.
I never wanted to let him down, you know. And like we were in a 20-team comp and we're supposed to run last, and we made the semis.
Yeah.
We made the semis, you know. So you just wanted to kill for it.
You have all these different coaches. It's almost you were born to coach. Like that's your path. Your destiny is to coach, and yet coaching.
Why would you bring that up?
Did not. Well, I have to. It's part of the story. I would have thought Paul Langmack, you're going to make a great coach, and there is a game. Fletch tells a story.
Yeah.
You got to tell it though. Against the Broncos.
Yeah. So Wayne
Souths
Bennett
are headed to a win. You're headed for a win.
And Paul Stringer.
Allianz Stadium.
Yeah. Paul Stringer had the best game of his life. He carved them up, front row, used to play at Norths, and he had the best game of his life. And but I don't think we were used to winning too much. So they didn't know what to do. With a minute to go, Brisbane are attacking the line, and we held them out.
Yep.
And so I get up, and I walk down, and Wayne Bennett's in the lift, and he goes, mate, well done, it's your first win. And I said, thanks, Wayne, on that. And by the time I got out of the lift, what had happened was, I didn't know at the time. So Wayne thinks he's lost, I think I've won. Paul Stringer went to take the ball up. There's 10 seconds to go.
Yeah.
So what do? You fall low, mate, you've got cramps, you're dying.
Yeah, no, whatever.
He wants to get yardage through stats.
Yeah.
Gordon Tallis rips the ball out of his arms, and Brent Tate scores to the corner. South lose. Everyone knows except me and Wayne Bennett. And I'm in the dressing room going, how good we won, yes. Yeah, well done, boys. And Fletch goes, what are you talking about? And Wayne Bennett even said to Fletch, oh, well done, mate, in the tunnel. And Fletch said, we lost. And I didn't know because I was already in. And I'm in there cheering. And I go, well done, boys.
What a moment.
And Fletch goes,
that's a great
you dickhead, we got beat. I went, oh, no. Yeah, so I think that was the sign of the time. So I was gone.
It's a bloody great sport, isn't it, rugby league? Like you are a great character. And what happened post your league career? Like I remember footy show days. Yesterday's heroes, the suit, the white suit.
Yeah, so like...
You know what I mean? Like you were bigger than life, a lot of it. And you have never changed, Paul. You've never changed.
So it's the happiest I've ever been. I had cancer here 7 years ago.
Yeah.
I had a suspected heart attack in lockdown, but I didn't know. I just thought it was just getting stabbed for an hour from my neck from footy, but it wasn't. And it's the happiest I've been because I work at New South Wales Rugby League. I'm still involved, thanks to David Trodden and all the guys.
But if you don't know what I'm saying, Paul, and I will blow some smoke up you know where, when I said, I'm interviewing Paul Langmack today, everyone said, he's a great fella, Langus. He's a great fella. He's got some good stories. It's all true.
Yeah, no, I couldn't make it up, you know.
But you made a lot of friends, like football friends and that, and other opponents and that, yeah.
Like I said to Paul Siren, he's doing pathways for New South Wales. He's moved up to Ballina. and we all met up. Michael Maguire, we got about 40 past players from Mick Cronin and Craig Young days to Paul Gallen days. Right? So it was great. And I said, Sarah, how good is it working in league? Like, people are all good people.
Yeah.
Like, we love the sport, and how lucky you're involved in it. So,
love it.
But seriously, like, there's not many dickheads in rugby league, right? And life's very stressful. And now, if I can make someone smile every day, I don't care if they think I'm a dickhead, life's stressful. So if I can make you smile, it makes me feel good.
Can you make a promise this isn't the last time you're on The Fan? Because by my count, this is the third time you've been on The Fan.
No, it isn't.
Yeah, no, the third. We talked about socks one other time. Oh. Yeah, we talked about the socks. We've spoken the standards.
Odd socks.
Yeah, the odd socks.
What grand final was it, 84?
Well, yeah.
Because one had
socks,
big bars and one had small bars.
So this...
How did you pick that up?
Well, I don't know. This may be
Mate,
to be continued.
Do you ever have a life? Like, are you
I just live in this time tunnel.
No, but how good's rugby league? We wouldn't have met.
This will go forever.
You wouldn't have met, but yeah, sorry.
Well, we've got to go to a break.
Okay, thank you.
Paul Langmack, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.